What's going on, people? Back again with another episode of Rants, Reacts, and this time we have one of the disappointments of the Euros. To be honest, I thought I'd do this. Rants Reacts to show the actual qualities he does have and why I think that he would have been better on the left hand side, and also why I said that England shouldn't start him anyway. He's got undoubted quality, and yeah, man, let's just have a look at what he is actually good at because to be fair, yeah, he never had the best of tournaments. To be fair, he had a tournament to forget, really, in it, from the haircut shenanigans to all, like, just to the general performances or lack of performances. Let's just remind ourselves what man can do in it. So, without further ado, man like Philip Foden, man like Felipe Fodinho, the Stockport Iniesta, also known as Gaza. About to look at some footwork here. Great protection of the ball there. Great close control. Look at that. Tight spaces. This is where he comes to life. Great feet in there. Look at that. Out on the left hand side. Whoops. Drags it inside. Great feet. Has a look up and he's always looking for a pass. Great touch here. Great feet here. That's what I mean. Has a look up. He's carrying the ball. He wants it here. Great turn inside. Great little soul roll bounce. And then he's popped it off. He's always looking for players close to him to link up with. That's the kind of player he is. You know what I mean? He's always getting his head up. Look, looking for someone. There's no one on. So he goes backwards. Again, goes backwards. Comes inside. Goodbye. And he's always looking for someone to bounce the ball off. He's not one of them players that's going to pick up the ball, get his head down and just run in it, which is why he's better on the left-hand side than the right-hand side, because he's not going to go down the outside on his right foot. And even so, he's not really a player that likes to face up players and go at them in it. He doesn't do that. That's not his game. His game is linking and playing in tight areas. He's one of them players in keep ball. He's probably one of the best players in the team at keep ball or little five-a-side games and that, in small, tight spaces, innit? But on a big pitch, he's not particularly explosive. He's not going to go past players down the outside, innit? Which is why playing him like on the right-hand side for him to cut in, like, he's not really going to do that. If he plays on the left, he'll drift in and kind of link it. Do you know what I mean? So it's either the left or central, you got to play him. Out on the left-hand side again. Good touch. Brings it inside. And he's always looking to pop it off. Always looking to pop it off. Everything's about the short game with Foden. Low centre of gravity. Great touch here. Look at that tenacity. He's carrying it. He's looking up. He's looking to bounce the ball off. Great feet there. Lovely. Look at that. Just tight little things and then just slides it through. Again, great touch. Gets his head up and look, he's looking for a pass now. There it is. Doesn't get the back heel off, but he's always looking for someone close to him. Look, he carries the ball, brings it inside. Look at that. And he's just going away from the bodies. Away from the bodies. He protects the ball very well, but he's not an aggressive dribbler. Do you know what I mean? He's not an aggressive dribbler like a Jack Grealish that's going to face someone up and then try and commit them and go past them. Like, he's more of a ball carrier than a dribbler. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not a trickster. He just literally just carries the ball and he glides with it. And that's why when you put him in situations where he's isolated one-on-one with defenders, he's not going to be as effective. Look at that. Trying to carry it down the outside, has a look up. And then he goes back. And then he passes it. See, he's not going down the outside. If he was a proper dribbler, he's looking to go past this player and penetrate and get into the area. Now he's happy to just keep possession and go backwards and then just pop it off. Because he's not a winger. He's a number 10. Or he could even play number 8, but he's a number 10, yeah, getting played out wide. So naturally, he just wants to run into space. Wherever the space is, he'll carry the ball into the space. He's getting his head up. Great way to pass there. But he's not a winger. And he's not really a dribbler either. But he carries the ball and shields the ball very well. Bounces it, gets it back, great touch, and lays it off. Again, bounces it, give it back to me, yep, I'll have. Head up, he's looking for someone. Look, and he's just carrying it. It's just ball carrying. It's like, for instance, like someone like a Juan Mata, great close control, carries the ball well in tight spaces, but you wouldn't say he's a dribbler. You wouldn't say he's a dribbler because he's not aggressive with the dribble. He's not looking to isolate players. He's not looking to like go past players like Sancho looks to go past players, or like Zaha looks to go past players. These men actually seek out players and try to actually beat them with the dribble, whereas Foden just carries the ball kind of into spaces, innit? Similar to like how Frankie de Jong dribbles as well and just carries the ball. You wouldn't say that Frankie de Jong, yeah, is a dribbler, but he carries the ball extremely well. And that's what Foden does, but Foden does it with such elegance, yeah, that man look at Foden and they're like, oh yeah, he's a sick dribbler and that. But when he gets caught one-on-one with defenders, most of the time, he can't beat them. He just goes away from them. Look at that, he does well here. Look, he tries to go outside, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just horrible defending. But look at that, he pops it off. Look at his turn there, and he goes back. Great close control, then he just pops it off. Wants the ball. Great turn. There you go, wins the foul. He's just super intelligent. He's very, very clearly a midfield player, innit? He's not an attacking player, and you can see that by the way he carries the ball. Look at that in the pocket. He's looking for someone to pass it to. Nope, he protects it, drives forward, and he's just looking for the bounce. Again, protects it well. Great turn. Looking for someone to pop it to all the time. When he's playing for England, he needs bodies close to him. England had him isolated up the park, yeah, by himself. And look, he's got Grealish to pop it to there. If you got Foden isolated and he has to go past players himself, he's going to be useless, man. Do you know what I mean? Like Sterling did well for England because he had the pace in behind and he could get the ball and he could drive at people and he was aggressive with the runs. But Foden's not that kind of player. If you don't have people around Phil Foden, he's just going to get crowded out of a football match. Lovely. Having a look. Cuts across the player. Very intelligent. And then pops it off. That's it. Whoops. Done him there. And then pops it off. Super intelligent. How's your touch? Lovely. Look at that. It's gone past him. And then cuts across him as well. Very smart. Great turn. Lovely. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't understand the difference between ball carrying and actual just all-out dribbling, innit? And that's why I think they thought that Foden could do that right wing job. And then when he couldn't do it, people were surprised. But you have to understand that he carries the ball beautifully well. Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't have the explosive pace to get away from players. And also, he's not aggressive with the dribble, innit? Touch. That's it. Like, he's carrying it, but he's looking up. And the whole time, he's looking up to try and pass the ball to someone. He hasn't got his head down, just trying to get a shot off. Look at that. He's carrying it, and he's still looking to pass it, even then. If he's a winger, once he goes past my man, he's looking to get the shot off, innit? Like, you saw the Rants reacts I done of Iron Robben, and if you compare Iron Robben, yeah, to Phil Foden when they've got the ball and what their intent is, you can see two complete different kinds of players. Robben wants to get in, off balance someone so he can get a shot off. Foden, in an ideal situation, when he receives the ball, he just wants to pop it off and give it to people. If there's no one there, he'll hold on to it, but he's not trying to go by himself. Look at that. Again, slides it in. Look at that. Once he cuts in here, there's a shot on if he wants it, but he doesn't want it. Like, he's clearly a midfield player. Great feet there. Great way to pass. Ball in. Lovely touch. And there you go. And he's looking to pop it. straight away. Every time he gets the ball, receives it on the half turn, lovely. He's looking to bounce it off. Very similar to like David Silva or like a prime Juan Mata. That's the kind of footballer he is, isn't it? And people mistake him for something else because he's a bit more tenacious and he gets stuck in. But really, he's just a throwback number 10, isn't it? That's what he is. Great feet. Touch. Pops it off. Lovely stuff. And there you have it, man. And Phil Foden, it's a mad one because loads of people didn't expect him to have the lack of impact that he had. But if you understand the kind of player he is, yeah, and how international football differs from club football, especially for him who's playing in a very specific system, yeah, with certain movement around him, certain players around him, you would have known it wasn't going to work out for him. You would have known, innit? Because he's got a very special set of skills. Word to Liam Neeson, fam, you know, like that. And his set of skills is very, very well catered to the City system, bro. It's almost like Pep has designed this guy as a footballer because he's been there from such a young age and Pep's been able to mold him, innit? So he's a Pep Guardiola player playing in a disjointed England side where that's full of individuals. Even England's midfield, when you look at Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, the gaps that were in midfield and Mason Mount, them three looked like they were playing on different teams. There was no cohesion. The England side is very much a bunch of individuals, innit? And because of that, a player like Phil Foden's not going to shine, especially not out wide in isolated areas. He either needs to be in the middle of the pitch or worst case scenario, you put him on the left-hand side, innit? So, yeah, man, his qualities are there. Absolute bad boy baller. And yeah, it wasn't a great tournament, but I feel like next tournament, he'll do better, people. So big up everyone that watched that. Make sure you smash that like button. Rants Reacts, we're back in the building. And I'll see you guys again soon.